England. Fessel, one of the more experienced Jamaican players too. They have got a really good crew of supporters in here. Many of them make their homes around here in England too. And Tom Bowen, smile on the face to lead out. You've got to enjoy an atmosphere like this, Rob Vickerman, regardless of what place you're playing for.
Oh, absolutely. Just stood here now, the goosebumps are up, hairs on the arms, standing. This atmosphere is fantastic, still building. Numbers will be flowing through the gates for the next hour or so. The word has got around, Sevens is in town. And the England team want to put on a show. Also, a lot of these Jamaican players, London-based, Birmingham-based, some from the north as well, so they'll be very much playing in front of friends and family. Jordan Way taking control of this one. What an opportunity for these players, stalwarts of the Jamaican game, on an environment that they thrive. Commonwealth Games is famed for Jamaican athletes. Let's see how they go at their Sevens.
Jamaica resplendent in yellow get us underway against England, and brilliantly taken by Tom Bowen, leading the team today, and gets a penalty from it too. Absolute tireless for this England team over the years, and certainly over the course of this weekend. Here's Emery, him getting a start and trying to create something for Bowen. Ducks under one tackle, gets rid of another, and scoots away up over halfway to 22. Tom Bowen has a foot race for the corner. Cracking start for the England skipper, Tom Bowen.
And the man that led them out leads them to score their first. Tom Bowen, been around the game a fair while. Rights that contact, big collision coming in from Tyler Bush. Bowen, off he goes, track style down the side, composure, relaxation, and he is flying down that sideline, fast as he needs to go. 5 points on the ledger for him.
Scored more than 100 tries in his England Sevens career in the World Series. Jots another in the Commonwealth Games as well. 5 points to 0.
They got penalised off the park against New Zealand. Saw them before, looking really relaxed out the back, played a few games, getting that composure, psychologically on point. Roddick bit touched up, you see the bit on his head. Getting knocked about before with his parents before. What a moment for these players.
Roddick goes down the middle. We see that volleyball spike back that so many of these teams are employing from the restart. Gone back into their own half from it, but they have the ball. Critical element of the game. Again, England right, some heavy contact to ground. Tommy Adamson has stayed down from that hit. Now he's up and about again. Some physical bodies in this England starting side in this match. Clinton it was who fed away for Bowen. And a bit of footwork here from Hayden Hyde, and then some speed as well. It's another chase, just clinging on around the bottom of the jersey, just able to haul Hyde in as England swing back onto attack, and an awkward dipping ball that Bowen probably should have handled but couldn't.
Commendable Stopani, Jamaican defence matching this England attack. This is hard getting on the outside. The shimmy, the step off the left. There's Stopani. Keep an eye on him, keeps track, gets the shirt tails, manages to get hard down. Look at the grimace, brilliant angle. And then Bowen just spills it right in front of the sticks. Jamaica split field on the scrum, want to see them use their pace. They got a bit.
Audrey Adamson, the halfback for Jamaica, feeds the scrum for Stopani. Made that try-saving tackle earlier, Cadden Brown, a rugby league player, but they'll give away a penalty. It's time for England to stop, look at the referee. Clemenson it was, showing them exactly what he wanted to see.
Roddick taking a scrum. Cadden Brown not happy. He is their flyer when he gets going. Tears at the turf, open stride. England's tactic to choose the scrum here. You can kick to the sideline for a line-out, you can tap it and play as you wish, or take the scrum. 6 people competing, ball fed into the side, and Tom Emery, the man in behind, is assessing the options. They've got Charlton Kerr, who loves a short line. Keep an eye for him, number 11 for England. He'll be looking to try and get underneath the sticks.
Emery, instead they go down the short side. Roddick had Emery with him, was well covered by Jamaica. Adamson almost got himself in a backward roll and back into position though. Here is Charlton Kerr putting a bit of footwork on himself and then delivering off of Bowen, in and away from Bowen, dragged to the line, can't be stopped again. Tom Bowen gets a second.
Well, Kane Brown's not happy with his defence, but that's a really hard tackle to make. Bowen, fleet of foot, played a little bit in the forward, which means he would normally be in the scrum. Now he finds himself back out wide, showing his ability with his pace, but this is short step footwork, gets the ball, looks up. That little step gets him away from Kane Brown, checks him, fend out ready, but doesn't need it. Bowen drives through the line, power and strength. Let's see that on a track.
You good?
Frustrated Kane Brown, but he will get his chance in this game, I'm sure.
For me, I thought he got on the ball just before you got there. Okay, it's pretty close timing.
Oh, almost curled around. Took off the post in the end, but 10 points to 0 from England.
Time off, please.
So lots of analysis before these games about where you're going to kick it. Restart key for England, didn't go too well in previous games. They've got Adamson as looking for it, Clemenson straight down the middle.
Roddick goes down the middle for Kerr to smash it back. It's a long chase back though. Actually it's hauled back in from Roddick. Eventually taken to ground by Stepani. Just to hold on to possession there, Clemenson right option to set his team away. Come back over to the right. Adamson's been really good for England today, but just took an extra, I was going to say took an extra roll, but actually lost that ball on the ground.
A bit of a knock-on given. Adamson is a bull of a player. He goes route one. Big fan. University student from Durham. Tore up in 15s, playing the Bucks as it's known, the University Championship, but this is a little bit of an error for him. Don't see many. He's one of those guys that steps up and goes forward. And finally, we've got the Mexican wave going here in Coventry. It's a party off the pitch, and it's a festive action on it.
If you're watching Sevens rugby for the first time, it's standard procedure that there's plenty happening in the stands as well. But all the action, eyes here now. There's the speedster. Kane Brown dragged to the ground by Will Homan. A really good tackle and earns a penalty too for England. Good defence from England. Roddick for Homer. And now numbers, all they've got a 2-on-1 overlap here. For the speedster Charlton Kerr to go stretching down the wing, covered across, just stops and props back and field, almost slow motion for a moment as Tom Emery with a swan dive to finish as well. Scores for the home team.
Well, that's almost perfect time, and I'm pretty sure Tom Emery on that dive joined in with the Mexican wave. Kane Brown tracked down from Homer. What a wonderful tackle, gets rid of that fend, and by doing so has that momentum. That's the penalty given. Osborne not on his feet, and then Charlton Kerr, cat and mouse down this side, knows he can probably go, slows up a bit, looks on the inside, and then Emery, he does the rest.
He's going to go a 6.5 from the New Zealand judge.
That was definitely a little nod to the Mexican wave coming around. I think we should give him credit for that. That's perception.
Maybe a 7 then.
Yeah, well, I'm going to give him a 9.
Oh, generous. 17-0.
Yeah, now I'll take it. Is he fit? Is he
The Jamaican player just receiving a bit of treatment and back play as we wait for this restart. Still
you tell me when you're ready, I'll call time back on.
A minute or so to go in this first half. 17 points to 0.
Time back on.
Jamaica have had some good little surges forward, just haven't been able to capitalise and finish off. They've got a secure ball here, but again it's going to be England to bat it down, and Adamson once more just bullets his way into the line, pumps those legs, spinning out of tackles, dragging a couple of defenders with him, eventually stopped by Stopani.
Okay.
Homer it was, spreads the big ball wide for Roddick. Here's Emery and Kerr again down the side. Rather, it's Hayden Hyde over there. Homer back for Clemenson, man on, good hit from Jamaica. Tidied up, though, by England. Siren's gone for half-time, but England might fancy themselves for another one here. It could be Emery again with a little bit of footwork. Good defence from Jamaica, standing firm at the moment. Has to roll away out of there. And they concede another penalty. Jamaica backpedaling, and England barrelling through Freddie Roddick.
Oh, the cheeky chappy. Number 9 for England. Just 23. Played Commonwealth Games in front of this crowd. How about that? Really necessary that he gets into the game, because when he's playing well, England play well. Much better from the English, I have to say. Started off a bit of a disaster against Samoa, dismissed Sri Lanka, and then got a real lesson against New Zealand. But now he's all smiles.
£24 points to 0. England, great first half from them, leading Jamaica at the break.
Apologies for any language picked up there. Shots on Bowen's grandma would be upset with that. Intense time these half times, just trying about getting that heart rate down. The Jamaicans just assessing what it is they need to focus on. The English with 2 or 3 really key points from the players, coaches on the periphery. Hopefully we get to see Fraser, number 7 for Jamaica, 5'4", but he is a pocket rocket.
Not a lot of time, is it, to get your breath back, reset, absorb a message from your coaches or your senior players, and then get back out and go again.
Do you want the nerdy stats? They go from about 180 heart rate down to about less than 100 in 60 seconds. That's how fit they are. So if anyone likes their smartwatches, have a little check of that. These guys will be back down to around about 90 at this point, and then in about 30 seconds we'll be back at 180.
The fittest athletes going in this fast, hard, physical game. That's ultimate all-rounders.
Come on.
England, Tom Emery, 24-0.
Backwards off
Can't bring it back on their side this time. Wasn't knocked on off an English hand, and so in fact they will get possession again. It spills out the side and it played on the ground, so a penalty for Jamaica to build early in the second half.
There must have been a conversation for England after that New Zealand game. They got penalised off the park. Got to be so clear. Referees get these snapshots, and as the players, they're under fatigue as well, so make it look easy for them.
Jamaica, Dixon spinning out of a hard tackle. This is a promising build-up for them. Oh, good work though, stolen away by England. Yeah, Charlton Kerr had got in there, made the tackle, got to his feet, wins the ball back and sets his team off once more. Nice short ball for England. And then the spread, the pace for Hyde, trying to get on the outside of the Jamaican defence, and says shots and stops and props back in field. Oh, and a massive dummy. Sold one, bought by the Jamaican defence, and scores the try. Hayden Hyde.
Two-right is running back almost laughing. Hayden Hyde, not known for it. Boylan slightly lucky with the forward pass there, but either way, 1, 2 steps, and then combines them here with the left. And then the right. Caton Brown, a good defender, turned all ends up. Not known for his sidestepping, but he's going to try and trademark that one.
No problems with the conversion from in front too. Still got a little grin on his face, isn't he? 31-0.
He knows that's going to be on his highlight reel now, that's why.
Hayden Hyde. Some replacements coming in. Adamson, a well-deserved spell on the bench.
Yeah, Bavadja's come on, this guy. Got to watch out for him. Fijian heritage, and he plays like it.
There he is, almost straight into the action. Couldn't swing it back into his team side, so Jamaica. Hasn't been a lot of rumours yet for Hayden Brown. That one just might have crept up a little over the shoulder, but play on, says the referee for Jamaica. Stopani again. Now a bit of room for Dixon. Homer again, just keeping him nice and tight towards that sideline, though. Giving away the penalty, England.
12 roll away.
Can look good when they get into full flow. Jamaica just haven't quite had that finishing thrust that they need. Now stepping through it, Tyler Bush. Has he got the finishing thrust in the first try of the tournament for Jamaica? Yes, he does. Tyler Bush scores for Jamaica.
And if it were going to be anyone really sparking it for Jamaica, it would be Tyler Bush. He's scanning his options. And that change of direction, then the pace and strength to kick through. Wonderful athlete, the grimace, the determination to drive forward. Special times, Jamaica getting their first score here at the Commonwealth Games. And that's what it means, gives you the old badge tap. Shout out to those back home.
Good conversion from in front too. Jamaica on the board, 31-7.
Come on.
It's an eclectic effort for this team, brought in from all around the world. Manager Campbell Houghton, not him. Campbell's the man that brings all his players together, logistically organises everything.
Oh, Bavadra plucked that out of the air from the restart, spun away from the first defender and goes 50 metres for England.
Happy and Bavadra said he's going to make an impact. He plucks it, watches the restart, knows where he's going, reaches high, lovely claim, spins. Look how he's holding the ball. Off he goes. Said he's got that Fijian swagger about him. Brilliant.
But still a big future in the game. So man, Rafi Bavadra, born in England, grew up in Fiji.
Let me know when you're ready. Ready? Come on.
Emery strokes that restart into the air, knocked into the hands for England. A hint of a high tackle.
Okay.
Play on Boylan with the tape around the head too. Change of direction, gets rid of a couple. Blake Boylan looking for some support runners, and he'll just keep going himself before he gets well and truly stopped by Adamson. And the ball spills out on the Jamaican side. And now a chance to race away here for Jamaica again. Stopani did really well as he surged 45 odd metres up towards halfway. But a razor with the feet for Jamaica. Bodies in motion, support runners everywhere. Turner it is. Almost spun away from Bowen, but with a great inside ball for Shane Eddie. Daniel Fussell, big man through the middle. He's run this team for a while, and then eventually Jamaica lose control, and our good heads-up stuff from Will Homer suddenly realised that there was open territory in front of him and takes it upon himself to get another one for England.
He's probably slightly tentative at this point, Will Homer. Last time he made a running like that, it went viral. A fair few million views on him, taking a bit of time with that in goal, but this time opts to put it down. No connotations to this game. He'll convert it himself. Handsome scoreline for England. Much better performance as well as result for them. Shane Eddie just chancing it with the ball back inside. Looking at Fussell, he's only going to go one way forward pretty well, but that's lovely from Charlton Kerr. Sweeps it back from that breakdown. Then Homer, talk about exhaustion, looks up, sees 80 metres of space in front of him, but chews up the ground.
Will Homer scores the 7th try for England, 45 points to 7 now, just under a minute or so to play. Pause, replacement heading off.
Tom Emery giving the code to represent where the ball is going to go of this restart. It was 4 fingers, but we give away too many sequence. Number sequence along the front of this 10-metre line, straight down the middle.
Slightly longer down the middle, down towards the 22. Last minute of the game. Jamaica, first ever try this weekend. He's been the captain at 6. Bush, the man who scored that try. Really shot, stopped for a moment. It's patient from Jamaica, making the England defence come at him, and then just lets Bush burrow forward. Still Party, so some good pay around that outside, and then got a nice support line run by Purcell. Both gone backwards, but landed for England. Penalty though.
To play the ball. Hey. No, we don't need you pushing him though.
He's got to move off the yeah?
No, you can't attack him and push him though.
A good bit of feeling in this from Jamaica, still playing with good intensity.
Okay. Lucas Roy-Smith get into it.
Time back on.
He does have to move though, he is right. For the gamesmanship from Tom Emery. We just want to see this last effort from Jamaica. They got their first ever try here in 2022 games. Let's see if they get another one.
Oh, it's the pocket rocket who got well and truly stopped. Fraser ragdolled out over the side in the final act of the game. Well, England, a much better performance from them in front of so many of their home fans. And Jamaica too getting their first try. 45 points to 7, England over Jamaica.
So England